Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Candidly with Coffee.
Hey, we're back.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
It's another week.
Just like that. Gone.
This week went by like rapid fire.
It did. And we didn't have no holiday.
I can't even wrap my head around it. I've been really, really busy. So it's like...
That's why it goes by quick.
Yeah.
Right there. The days do. You're like, we're up early and it just flies, right?
Flies.
Before you know it, it's like afternoon. We're settling down. Ready to go to
Flies.
ready for bedtime.
I'm in a race against the clock every day to get everything that I need to get done.
Isn't it crazy? It's almost like never enough time in the day.
No, you know what I need? What was that movie where he cloned himself or whatever with Michael Keaton? I think it was called like Multiplicity or something, where he had the husband, he had the work, he was able to clone himself.
Could you imagine if you had a team of you, of Jeanine?
I would love that.
Somebody meal prep and getting your food ready. You
Yep.
don't have to do that. You have your editor,
Yeah.
content creator.
Oh, that would be a dream.
Dude, I know.
You know, it's like crazy because even if I had the funds to hire someone like that, it would be really hard to find. Not to toot my own horn, but
because you're a certain way.
it would be very hard to find someone that could do what I would want them to
You know,
do.
I got to say this about you. One thing that you're good at that I'm horrible at that you're pushing me is to execute, get better.
Execute.
'Cause I'm a procrastinator, overthink things. And
Yeah, you know that, but it's okay because your skills are needed as well to make a good business, and we're in business together. Because when I was in corporate, we would take leadership classes a lot, like when I
Yeah.
worked at Netflix, and they would teach us how to hire good teams. And a good team can't just be a bunch of executors, because then there's no like true visionaries and
Yes.
people with the crazy ideas. You
Yes.
need the people that have the crazy ideas that are kind of spinning their wheels and kind of all over the
I
place.
don't know how to put it together.
And then you need the people who pluck out the valuable ideas from the
The gems.
craziness
Yes.
and execute it.
Mhm.
You need a good
Facts.
combination of all of that.
Yeah, it's true. You're right
Because
about that.
too many people like me would be almost like too conservative,
Yeah,
you know, and too like rigid,
rigid.
you know?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You need kind of the crazies.
Little
like
crazies
you.
out there.
We need you.
Like me.
We need
A little crazy for sure.
we need
doubt.
you. So I am actually gearing up to head out of town
Yes,
for
you
the
are.
weekend. We are going. My cousin Lisa and I are going on a little girls trip. It is my mom's birthday weekend. My mom's birthday is on Sunday, and it just feels good to
God
kind of
bless
like
her soul.
get away on her birthday, especially with Lisa, because my mom loved our relationship.
Yeah.
Like she was like a second mom to Lisa, and so it's gonna be nice to do that. So I'm gonna vlog it. So get ready, because that'll be coming next week. We're gonna vlog the entire weekend because it's nice to have memories.
It is.
You
That's
know,
cool.
I've vlogged personal things before, like we vlogged our trip to Mexico.
Yeah.
I vlogged Miami. I think I vlogged a few of our LA trips, and those are so good. It's like family memories, honestly.
Exactly. It's good to look back at it, reflect.
Yeah, so I'm going to vlog that trip so you guys will get to see that. But I'm excited for that. And coming up next week, so not on the next episode, but next Friday's episode, we are moving. We're moving. So we're going to move into a different space. We're going to set up our little studio in our home gym, which is a good space. It's isolated from the house.
Yes.
It should be good sound in there, good vibes,
Good vibes.
right?
Good positive vibes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because look where we're gonna be filming it. In our home gym.
Yes.
So that should so those of you who have no motivation, that should kind of like trigger something.
Yes.
Send you a message like, come on, it's time to
Yeah,
go.
because even though we don't work out that much in there right now, just because we've been going to the gym, we kind of switch it up. You know, it just depends on the mood. But
Yeah. We'll probably film back there soon too.
it's
workouts.
good. It's a good space.
It is.
Because when I was back there, I was actually walked back there with the vlog last week, and I thought, you know what, this is a good space because we could be away from the household and UPS drivers and people walking in and out, and
Yeah.
and just set it up and leave it set up, and maybe be able to do even some more shows
Yes.
if we're permanently set up.
Yeah. I got to go back there and bust out more workouts too. Because sometimes I get lazy in the evening. It ain't so much to work out. It's just to get my ass to drive to the gym when I want to do 2 days. I got to remember, just go back there and knock it out.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to give you a little ASMR Diet Coke
Here we
action.
go.
This is like midday for me, even though it's morning.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
Yeah, you're right behind. You're right behind me. I was up at 4. You're up at 5.
Yes, I was up at 5.
I was in the gym by 5:05.
I already did my Orange Theory class. I have been doing, just so you guys know, because I get a lot of people asking me, what's your workout regimen? I do 3 Orange Theory classes a week right now. And I do it as my cardio, and I control it. I'm not trying to kill it at Orange Theory. I'm not trying to like
break any records,
get the
right?
flat points and do all that. I use it as my cardio. I do either power walking on an incline, and I really focus on just like low intensity cardio session during my Orange Theory, because I'm really focused right now, again, like remotivated on my lifts.
Yeah.
To put
it's all
on
about
muscle.
the lifts, right?
So I do that 3 times a week. And you'd think that, you need to lift like 6 days a week to get results. No, if you do 3 good hard lifts a week, that's enough. And then I sprinkle in the Orange Theory, which I do a little lifting in Orange Theory also. And then I do my walks, and that I don't consider my workout, FYI. Stop considering steps workouts, because that's not a workout.
No, they're not workouts.
That's movement. That's just required bodily movement.
Yes.
So that's not I don't consider that a workout at all. But my lifts, when I'm at the gym for lifts, we're there like almost 2 hours, because I lift for an hour, and then I do steps. I get steps in for the second hour. So.
Yeah.
And then Orange Theory. So I don't know. I don't feel like I work out that much, but people think like, you work out a lot. I don't really think so.
No. I mean,
do I?
You're pretty active.
I guess.
You get it in.
But it's usually like 1 to 2 hours out of my day. I guess because it's just part of my day. It's like second nature.
But see, listen, when I go to the gym and say I'm there for 2 hours, not working out for 2 hours.
That's the thing.
Let's clarify that. Mm-hmm. Being there and working out I'm like today. I'm different stations. I'm moving around. In between, you got to rest. Got to get a little water break, and then I end my sessions lately with 20 minutes of sauna. So that's in there. I do maybe 10 minutes of cardio. So it's not 100. It's not 2 hours completely working out. Just the time you're there, a little bit over 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I think just people put in their head like, oh my God, that long? But like, how much TV time do you watch every day, or your screen time on your phone? You know what I'm saying?
Well, just to give you guys an update on that, I'm proud of myself because I have been sticking to my guns. No telephone time in the bedroom. I hook it up to my charger. I put the screen face down, and I watch a show, turn off the TV, and read. And it's amazing.
You're knocking out quick.
And this is the rule of thumb for the reading. I've mastered this. If you start like dozing while you read, like you start to feel yourself dozing off and like you have to reread a line again or whatever, it's time to turn off the book.
Yes.
But you'll feel like it wakes you up again. To stop the book and put it down, you'll feel like, fuck, now I feel like I'm awake again. Trust me, it's a facade. Just if you were dozing off during the reading, you're ready to fall asleep.
Yes. Let it
go. So just put the book down and give it like 10 minutes. You'll be out
10 minutes?
But you'll be out in 3.
Yeah.
But if I'm up after 10 minutes, I will start reading again to trigger the sleepiness. But it hasn't happened.
No.
I've been sleeping like a freaking baby. 8 to 8.5 hours of sleep a night.
My goodness.
Golden. It's wonderful. And I've been enjoying my shows at night, actually watching them instead of scrolling and watching.
I know. I got to break that habit.
It's if I'm going to watch, it's like pick a lane, okay?
Yeah.
If you're going to watch TV, watch it.
Yes.
Don't watch and scroll. What's the freaking point? Save your scroll time for, you know what my scroll time? My scroll time is if I take the dogs out to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the porch. I'll scroll while they're out doing their business. Or if I'm a passenger in a car, or if I'm waiting in line for something, waiting in an appointment or whatever. Other than that, I don't need to be scrolling.
Yeah.
If I get to Orange Theory class a few minutes early, I'll scroll. But that's it.
You're right.
If I'm watching TV, I need to watch. What's the fucking point of having the TV on and scroll? I mean, you don't see anything.
It's crazy.
You can't get into a show. And then I started wondering, like, why can't I get into shows anymore? Well, that's why.
It is.
That's
You're
why.
right. No, you're right.
So I don't do it anymore. Like I'm done with the rando
Well,
scrolling time.
there you go. Practice that, people.
Yeah, practice it.
I've been putting my phone down earlier, like by 8, too, little by little practicing.
Yeah, and so, but what I do is in the morning when I get up and I'm working on emails, I put on my YouTube. So I don't watch TV, I don't watch the news. I watch YouTube and I watch the people that inspire me. I watch their vlogs or whatever, but it's not just it's not pointless because I watch people that inspire me. I watch workouts. I watch healthy lifestyle vlogs, meal prepping, people who are prepping for bikini competitions. I watch motivational things that get me like ready to go for the day.
I do too.
So that is a benefit. So I do not waste my time on stupid content. The content has to be bettering me in some regard.
Yes, agreed.
Not stupid ass challenges and kid stuff.
Yeah.
It's got to be, is this elevating me? Is this
true?
Is this going to educate me?
Yep.
Is this going to make me motivated to go do my workout right now? That's what I do. So I've just been kind of like editing my life a little bit.
Editing your life.
Yeah.
I like that. Editing your life. Because
my time is valuable, so I can't afford to waste time on stupid shit.
That's true. You're right. We're on a different trajectory right now.
Yeah, I just can't.
We're on a different frequency. We change channels. Flip the switch.
Yep.
When you flip that switch, you got to edit other things in your life to make it even better.
Yeah, you do. And that's
because you got the workout part, you got the sleep part, you got the macro down, you got everything down. You do all your self-care, and now you're mastering discipline, putting your phone down, and getting proper sleep.
That's what I want people to understand, though. Don't try to do everything.
No.
It's a slow process. You can constantly
Don't overwhelm yourself.
Evolve. Don't try to do too much at once.
Never.
Try to just, every week, what can I do this week that's going to better my life a little bit, that's going to get me closer to my goals? But don't try to do too much at one time, because that's a recipe for disaster. And a lot of people do that.
Yes.
They're like, okay, on Monday, I'm going to get on my macros. I'm going to do all my workouts. I'm going to get my steps in. I'm going to drink all my water. I'm going to sleep 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's overwhelming. Like,
I'm going to
relax.
get up like Mike Escobar at 3 a.m., 3:30 because he's psycho, so I'm going to do it. Cold showers. No, one thing at a time.
Right.
I didn't just start getting up at 4 a.m. I was getting up at like 6 or 5-ish. You were getting up at 4 taking the dog out.
Yeah. I was
Took me a minute to get there.
But you did cold showers first. Then you kind of got into that.
I did cold showers last December, yes.
Then you started thinking like, I want to clean up my eating. So you started to clean up your eating and be more mindful, but you didn't do your macros yet.
No.
Then it's like you did your macros. Then you started getting up at 5 again. Then you're like, you know what? I want to get up a little earlier.
Yeah.
Then you started doing morning gym sessions. You've kind of just like layered on.
Yes.
That's
editing
the best
my
way
life,
to do it.
Myself too.
Yeah.
You're right.
You have been.
Yes.
Yeah. So like, small changes over time lead to big change and big progress for sure.
Yeah.
So a hot coffee topic, this came up on TMZ. Another young bodybuilder is passed away. Neil Curry, 34 years old. He was in the 2022 Mr. Olympia. And he died. There's no details though about his death, but
34.
A lot of bodybuilders, I feel like they die young, right?
Well, I don't want to make any conspiracy theories, but I do know this. You can only put so much in your body till your heart stops. That's all I'm going to say.
I wonder if
these guys are very extreme in what they put in their bodies, like abnormal, like, you know what I'm saying? Like beyond the limits to get to that look that they're going for. That superhuman, Hercules,
Well, you know what I have to say? Unfortunately, with his, I just looked it up. It was it looks like it was probably a self-inflicted situation.
Could be that too. Self-inflicted, huh?
Yeah, self-inflicted. So really sad. But you know what I have to say also about sports in general and professional sports, including professional bodybuilding? It's not actually it's not a healthy lifestyle sport.
No, it's not. People got it confused. It's not at all.
Professional sports and bodybuilding they're extreme, and they're not the most healthy. It is not the most healthy to take your body down to ridiculous low body
2%
fat.
body fat.
It messes up. For women, like bikini competitors, a lot of times they lose their period. It messes up your hormones. It messes up your thyroid. And if you're not careful, you can really screw a lot of things up. It's not a health sport.
No.
It's actually and most professional sports impact your health in a negative way. You're telling me that, look at the pro wrestlers.
Oh, they're a mess.
They're a mess. Their bodies are a mess.
Even though it's scripted, who's going to be the winner? It's still a mess. Hard on because, and how many matches they do a year?
Look at football players, concussions and all. Sports is not so like
fighting. Look at my favorite sports, fighting, Muay Thai.
Yeah,
how dangerous
like
that is. We're getting hit with elbows, knees. Sometimes they do bare knuckle with just no gloves. It's crazy. That's not the human body's not meant for that.
So it's important to remember that.
Yeah.
It is not these types of sports that you see, like if you see a bikini competitor and they're super, you're like, well, that's not healthy. Yeah, it's not.
No.
Because that's not a health. They're not like trying to be the healthiest person. They're just trying to compete in their sport.
Yes.
And sports in general are not healthy. They're actually very hard on people's bodies.
Yeah. And in that particular sport, bikini competitors and bodybuilding, let's call it what it is. There's a lot of steroid usage, a lot of drugs.
Rampant.
And those drugs, also, what you guys don't realize is, they make you look superhuman, but they also affect your mental health real bad. There's a pro and con with those. Do too much, it could really destroy you. Cause body dysmorphia. It's weird. I've seen a lot of guys like go down the tubes with it bad.
There's mentally. A lot of body dysmorphia.
Suicide is rampant because your mental health, it just declines.
Yeah. Sad. So I feel sad. I feel sad about him. I think we lost, there's two bodybuilders that passed away recently. Another one was a female. She was 70, but she died of cancer.
Oh, wow.
She was like a pioneer in women's bodybuilding, but she died of stomach cancer, but so sad. Anyways, moving on. So this is a hot coffee to you. I literally was eating and decided to sit at the table and look at my DMs. And I opened up a DM from you. It was the most disgusting picture. And I was like, this is the hold my coffee goes to my husband because he sent me, and I'll put it up on the screen. And it says, bitch walk through the valley of the shadow of death for real. It's
I thought
literally
you'd be laughing. I saw that.
A crusty foot in a bed. A crusty foot in a bed.
I saw that. I started laughing. I'm listening this to my wife because, we be clowning. We poke fun because, listen, for many years, those of you who know has been following, we partied in Vegas our whole life, did all that. And what do we used to see after the clubs, babe? And I used to make fun of them. All these young girls, heels off, walking barefoot in the streets. And I'm like, they're going to go drunk and lay in their bed
and they're going to go straight to bed. We would always say, they're not going to shower.
They're not going to shower or wash their feet.
Or you see them leaving like with other people like that they met at the club and they're going to go hook up. I'm like, they're going to go hook up. Mm-hmm. And they're not even going to like get clean.
No.
It's so disgusting.
And then you see them the next morning walking to the hotels, you guys.
Yeah, the walk of shame.
Mm-hmm.
Walk of shame.
Wearing the same clothes from the night before.
With their makeup all messed up.
We've seen it.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst though, when people walk barefoot.
It's disgusting. You know how much shit and dirt and grime is on the ground too? You're dragging it into your bed?
When I see the dirty feet, because we'd be in line to get pizza. Remember there's a place in Cosmo called Secret Pizza.
Oh,
it's so freaking good. It is literally hidden.
Is it kind of hidden?
And we would go get pizza.
Yeah.
And we would be in line, literally like you see girls in line for pizza with no shoes on and just gross shit all over their feet. And I would just get so disgusted.
They're coming from the pool party, probably drunk, huh?
Or the club.
Oh, the club, yeah. You're right. Ugh.
Coming out of Marquee.
Yeah.
Remember if you sat at there was seats right there by Secret Pizza and there was an exit to Marquee there.
Yeah,
we actually, when we lived at the Veer Towers, we would just go hang out sometimes there and just laugh at people and people watch.
Yeah, we'd drink our Diet Cokes and eat our pizza and just chill.
Yeah, there was
people watch.
So much drama.
Yeah, girls crying,
because
somebody
that's
fighting.
Also where the security would take people that were kicked out. Because they would go out that back entrance.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where they would come out. Oh my gosh.
Damn, I almost forgot about all that. That is funny.
A lot of girl drama.
Oh yeah,
Always.
Always. Girls bring their drama from home to the trips. I swear, you guys are the worst at that.
Oh my gosh. Always drama and crying.
Oh, man, it's so annoying.
Yeah. So much drama. I hate drama. Like, I had my crew that I would go to Vegas with. No drama. Never had drama. One year, we decided to add some additional people who will remain nameless. That year, that little group that we added, they had nothing but drama. Calling husbands, like all kinds of drama. It wasn't involved in my half of the group, but theirs. And my sister was like, no more. Like, no more adding your rando friends to our trips because we don't have drama like this.
That throws things off.
It threw the feng shui of the group off.
Every time we've even had different people join our group, like in Vegas or someone, there's always some little bit of bullshit.
I know.
Like, yeah, this person's never going to come here again with us. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh.
I see it one time and it's a wrap.
Yeah, there's a pet peeve I have. To me, vacations are all good times. Okay? Good times.
Yeah.
You should be kind of like let go of like your things that you care about. I don't know. Just relax.
Just for that little while.
Like, just let go and let be. I like to go on vacation to have a vacation mindset.
Yeah.
I kind of change a little bit. Like, maybe at home, I'm a little more rigid about things. On vacation, I'm just like, I just want to chill and let's have a good time, not make a big deal.
Get along.
Like, you and I are vacation compatible. We travel very well and compatible together. We've always had a good time on trips. We've never been like drama.
Yeah, and thanks to you, we're always early to the airport.
Oh, yeah. I like to be early.
Not on time, early.
No, early. I like to have lots of time.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It is relaxing.
I saw something so funny. I don't know why it made me laugh so hard, but it's probably you guys are going to think it's so dumb. But it was like a TikTok video of showing someone, why does everybody do this? You get to the airport, you get through security, you walk all the way to your gate just to look at your gate and say, okay, yeah, this is my gate. And then you go and walk to the stores or you walk to coffee. You know what I mean? Why do you always walk to your gate first?
I don't know.
We do that.
I guess to know that this is our gate and where we're at.
Okay, yep, there's our gate.
Yeah, you're right, though.
Gate 12. And then you walk all the way back across the airport.
Babe, you want some coffee? I'm going to go. Starbucks is way over there. I'm going to get some steps in.
It's so funny. But
that's true.
I saw that and I'm like, oh my God, yes, that's me.
Why do we do that?
And walk all the way to the gate, wherever it is, because I just want to see, yep, this is our gate.
Because usually you'll find us some seats and then I'll go get us some food or coffee or something.
No, a lot of times we just look at the gate and walk. Then we go walk and go to,
sometimes
magazines, snacks, and go spend $1 gazillion.
Some stores be triple charging.
All right, comment corner comes to us from Jacqueline Simmer D519. I think we've refeatured her before. She says, thank you for mentioning 9/11. I feel like the media is not giving 9/11 the attention it deserves.
Nope.
And it's really sad. I feel like people are forgetting. Thank you for featuring my comment. I think you guys would really love to visit Boston. I hope you do at some point, especially in the summer or fall. I think it would be nostalgic for you to be surrounded by the Boston accent. Then she said this, and it just made my heart warm because she said, I remember you mentioning your mom's accent and how she pronounced splendors instead of Splenda. She would say splendors.
Splendors.
And that was just a lovely reminder, and it made me smile, like thinking of my mom saying, I want a decaf coffee and 2 splendors.
That's funny.
And she would say refrigerator. That was
yeah.
And the ka. She would say ka instead of car.
Ka. Ain't that a trip?
Oh, but yes, you know what? I noticed that I didn't see anything about 9/11. Nothing.
No. It kind of makes you wonder.
Forgetting.
I feel like they don't want us united again. Because remember, Joe Rogan talked about how sad it was. Recently brought up 9/11. He's like, it's so sad that when that happened, we all came together. We united as one. And now we're so many different directions.
Divided.
We're so split and then some. There's so many different things going on. But so many different movements.
I remember memorials and lots of things and specials. And it's like this generation
it's like 4th of July,
doesn't even know. Like, think about it. Like all the people that were Alyssa's age, they're all in their 20s. They don't even know about 9/11.
They do, but they don't. They
really
do, but they don't. They heard about it. It's not.
Yeah,
To them, it happened, but it didn't.
And the whole thing that we would always say every year is never forget. But I feel like people are forgetting.
Yep.
And it's really sad.
It
Because
is.
that was like...
It's pretty disrespectful, man. A lot of people lost family and members and friends and, loved ones, close ones.
I sought out just a few stories, and I listened to some things just to kind of like, I don't know, revisit it all. And it was just, very, very sad time. But I did notice that. I did notice that there was significantly less
You're right.
coverage.
Now that you brought that up, you are super right.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. Remember, we almost forgot. Wait a minute. It's 9/11. Like literally.
Yeah.
No reminders. No nothing. I don't know.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to share a situation. This past week at the gym, let's call it the Gym Restroom Chronicles. First off, we featured that story about the poop in the Delta airplane last week.
Yes.
Okay, as soon as I walked into the bathroom at the gym on Monday, I smelled a problem, okay? There was a problem in the locker room. It stunk so bad, and I could tell. Do you know, and I'm sorry, this is TMI, and I apologize if you guys are eating right now, but I'm going to say it, so be ready.
Be ready.
You know how you can tell a difference if you're smelling just like if someone took a number 2 and it was just a stinky number 2 in the water versus a number 2 that's not in the water?
That's out fresh.
That's out like a dog. Because water absorbs a lot of the smell. I don't know if you guys know this. But so when something is out of the water, it's very stinky. So I knew there was a problem. And I'm so glad I thought, because as soon as I made that realization, I immediately looked down. And there was spots of poop all over the floor leading into the stall. So all the way down the aisle to in front of the sinks. I don't know what happened to this person, but they shit all over the freaking locker room.
OMG.
All over. Like they were shitting themselves when they ran in, because there was spots all the way in and into the stall. And it was just everywhere.
Damn, I can't say of all the years I've been a gym rat for way longer than you have, since I was 17 years old. I've never even experienced that in my life. That what you just experienced.
I couldn't believe it.
And I worked in gyms and been training in gyms. I've been in gyms all over. I've never experienced that in my life. I smell stinky poo, but not what you saw.
How does that happen?
Somebody couldn't make it to the bathroom. Shorts, and they couldn't make it. Something happened. They maybe did what I did. They did what I did in Colombia. Ate too much coconut and
they were on the keto diet?
Oh, it could be.
I don't know.
Could be. It could be. It almost happened to me. Remember, I was close. I was like, please let me get to the bathroom. Don't let this happen.
But here's the thing. There was not there was not a worker inside. So they obviously didn't let anybody know on the way out or whatever.
Of course not. They probably ran out of there like embarrassed or shameful. Who knows? That's.
Oh my God. I was shook. I literally was shook. So then the very next time I go to the gym, Wednesday, the first stall I go in, there's pee all over the seat. And I'm thinking, like, what is wrong with people?
There's a women's bathroom now.
Yes. Look, I took a picture of that because I'm like, am I being...
No, that's disgusting.
What is wrong with people?
Did a dude go in there and pee on your...
Obviously, they probably didn't sit, because you don't you float over the thing. You don't put your cheeks on a public seat.
Yeah, of course.
Unless you put a liner.
Yeah.
Okay, but clean your freaking toilet seat.
Oh, they're not going to do that. People are just nasty. They don't give a shit. They're just disgusting.
Oh my God. I was so fucking irritated because I'm like, the first time it's like the poop. Now there's like, ladies, this is not this is a nice gym. Like, do better.
Yes. Yes.
You ever see anything gross in the... What's the grossest thing you've seen in the men's locker room?
Probably going into a stall like you did and full of caca and pee and not flushed. Probably
Do
like the worst.
see, this is a really gross episode. I'm sorry, you guys. But another thing that like will send me over the edge, like it'll make me nauseous. I want to throw up if I see pubes on the ground. Because I'm like, who has these it's 2023, people. Who has long ass pubes? Because, okay, I haven't seen a pube in many years. Okay. We are very You're manscaped. I'm
Yes.
very landscaped
Yes.
around here.
Yes. Keep
So,
things clean.
I get really-
I'm not like old school. I don't need all that hair down. No.
But who has long ass? I can't even look down. Like I can't even, because I get so grossed out at the thought of that. But that's always what comes to mind, by the way. Back to the girls walking with no shoes on.
Yes.
I always think, do you realize that people spit loogies, their pubes on the ground? You know how much disgusting shit is on the ground that they're
and
walking?
not only that, dried up like dog shit that over the years have been stepped on and crushed.
Ugh.
And you know what I'm saying? And just dragging by different shoes. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm weird about the hygiene.
Yes.
Okay. Weird about the hygiene.
That's why guys get on women who don't take care of their feet. They talk shit about them. So they're probably, if they don't, they can't even do that. They probably don't take care of everything else. That's the assumption.
No, exactly. That's my favorite thing about you is you are the most cleanest person I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah, I don't mess around. Even if ice cold water and a hot heater blew up, I'm still taking cold showers regardless.
Oh, well, we know that, you Mr. Cold Showers. It's a cold shower.
I even did it in prison.
It's not cold enough.
Guys were pussies in prison, and then our water heater would go out. They wouldn't take. I would still. I'm not going to bed like that, all sweaty and nasty. No.
Oh.
Can't do it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So the hygiene, I don't know. That's very, 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 very.
There's no excuse. Get no
for
excuse. I was in the gym too. Let me tell you my little story. But so far it's been like twice this week. 2 different dudes next to me one was an incline bench press, and his body odor was humming my way.
Was it on Monday? Did it happen on Monday? Because I saw you get irritated on Monday, and it kind of looked.
I was ready, like, bro, can you like take a shower before you come to the gym or put some deodorant on, homie?
You know what happens is people do not wash their workout clothes or their over jackets or whatever, and they sweat and it dries, and then when it gets when it heats up again and they re-sweat, it's the most disgusting smell.
Dudes that do that should be fucking slapped. I swear I want to slap a dude. If there's men listening to this, don't go sweating your t-shirt, throw it to the corner of your room, and then you're in a hurry, you grab the same t-shirt, throw it on, go to the gym. You're a disrespectful, stinking fool, because that thing's going to reek.
Okay, so here's the, and then we'll move on, I swear.
Ugh.
But I've been so grossed out lately because we go walking every day on the trail, and there's a guy that goes walking as well on the trail, and he has a shirt that says "Shut up and sweat." Here's the problem. He wears that same shirt every day. So he doesn't wash that shirt every day. So he wears a shirt that says "Shut up and sweat," and he's out there walking every day on the trail in the fucking nasty, sweaty shirt.
Well, luckily for us, we're not indoors with them, so we don't have to smell them.
I know, but doesn't it gross you out? You know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
You seen him?
It. Yeah.
Oh.
Or he loves that shirt so much that he owns 7 of them.
No, it looks like it could. That shirt looks like if he took it off, it would walk away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shirt has like legs on it.
I wonder if we did a poll. Who's dirtier, men or women? You know? Women are pretty nasty in their bathrooms, especially the stuff you've told me. Like, wow, that's a woman's bathroom. I heard stories from women, like it gets worse than the men's.
Yeah, it does. Because women have like their monthly, and they're like not very.
I'll give you that.
I've seen some really bad things. I've seen monthly.
Okay,
like,
I'll give you guys that.
Like
men are dirty too.
Like across the stall, like because they maybe take it out and it like swings off. Yeah, I've seen some really.
See, I'm not a woman.
Okay, now do you know why? Because you get mad at me. But I don't really like to use a public restroom.
I see.
I've always been that way. The only reason why I've been using one lately is because my bladder. I have to really just make sure I empty my bladder so I don't chance a sneeze or whatever. Yes. So I have been using it more often. So that's why I've been encountering some issues. But I will never go number 2. Like mentally, I can't even go number 2.
Yeah, I know that about you for sure. You got vacation constipation.
Yeah, I do. Anyway, sorry guys. I wouldn't put a warning on this episode. It is a very disgusting episode.
Hey, but you know what? We're all human, and you guys can relate and have a laugh. Have a laugh with it. Why not? It's funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I came across this picture. I finally found, because I know I talk about it all the time, how when we first got together, how we both started putting on weight together. I finally found the picture of after that trip is when I thought I got to do something because I feel absolutely disgusting. I found the picture. My stomach keeps growling. Can you hear it?
That was you?
Yeah. Oh my
gosh.
I heard it. I'm sorry, guys. It's the Diet Coke. But I finally found the picture of the most disgusting I felt. I have no idea what I weighed because back then I probably was really afraid of the scale. But I'm going to put it up on the screen for you guys. We were both not looking very good in this picture. But this is when I decided to turn it around. I changed everything. I dyed my hair. I got a fresh boob job.
Eventually got a stomach tattoo.
So here it is. And it is not cute. But look at my bloat. That's alcohol. My stomach was just filled with alcohol. It was literally sticking out.
People don't realize alcohol, the bloat that it does.
Oh,
Mine
terrible.
Too. Descended gut it gives you.
Terrible. Anyways, and another picture I came across was a couple years ago, and it just goes to show you how you had kind of felt like you were maintaining your keto weight loss, but it started to get away from you a little bit.
Started to get away, yes.
And this picture that I have up on the screen was just 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
And you were probably maybe close to 200 pounds there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
This is probably kind of close to where you started recently with your macros, kind of where you were. But so then I wanted to see you in those same swim trunks. So I had you put them on, and they're literally like will fall to your ankles practically.
Almost. They're just falling off my waistline now. Crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Even when I bought those in Miami, they were a little snug, and I was lean at the time. I was on keto.
Yeah.
But now they're like falling off of me.
Yeah, but do you remember this pool party? Did you feel like you were feeling a little thickums or no?
I probably did. If I'm in denial. It's always denial. We're always in denial.
Yeah.
We don't realize how thick or chunky or fat or overweight we are until we look ourselves in pictures. Then we're like, whoa. You have to look back and be like, whoa, I look like that?
Yeah. You know what? It's crazy because you get used to it, and you kind of like you say,
adapt.
you put on the pieces of the paper roll, right? That's
your
why
new norm.
Even though in the past I have been anti-scale, I have changed my stance, and I'm saying it here that yes, you can find me talking about don't weigh yourself, blah blah blah. I changed my mind. Because that's how it gets away.
It does. You have to hold yourself accountable. Now you don't have to go crazy every day, but stay close to it. Don't go too many days.
Give yourself a 5-pound range. Give yourself a 5, even 7 pounds, because it's water weight and this and that. Just kind of like give yourself a range and stay within your range. Don't fixate on or get upset or fixate, but it will hold you accountable. It's kind of like, it's like never weighing yourself is the equivalent of never logging in to see how much money you have in the bank.
Bingo.
Okay, and just assuming it's fine. You got to weigh yourself, or else it's gonna get away.
It gets away.
I mean, look, it got away from you here. It started to get away.
It started going back the other direction.
Yeah.
If I didn't put a stop to it, right?
Yeah, but I mean, luckily, you are back on track.
This yo-yo dieting, up and down, up and down.
It's annoying.
Because there's different diets that we tried that are not sustainable long term.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one's comfortable macros because I eat pretty much what I want and then enjoy.
Right.
I make it work. Like you said, as long as it fits within your macros. I know it sounds silly and repetitive, but it's the damn truth.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not eating bird food. I'm not eating egg whites and broccoli and my chicken breast and protein powders, and that's all.
No.
Rigid don't work.
I'm kind of like back to what I did originally. When I first lost my 100 pounds.
Sip your Diet Coke.
Really?
Please. A little sip. Thank you. Sharon
Interrupted me for a sip of my Diet Coke. Okay, when I first lost weight, that's how I did it back then with zero resources, and I wasn't tracking macros, but I knew I needed to reduce my calories.
Yeah.
But I wanted to still eat things that I loved, so I would come up with like tricks to make my things less calories, but still eat the same things that I loved.
Yeah.
And that's what I did back then. I actually just posted some of my favorite low-cal recipes on my YouTube channel, so you guys check that out. But that's the kind of things I'm constantly creating. And I say recipes loosely because my food is not really recipes. It's more of like things I put together, meals. They're not like difficult recipes. But that's what I do. Like for my clients and stuff, I get creative with things, making them yummy, but still calorie friendly so that they can fit in your macros.
That's the best part. You're losing weight, losing body fat, and you're enjoying your food while doing it.
Exactly.
It's one thing like, okay, yeah, I'm losing weight and I'm motivated.
But miserable.
But I'm fucking hating this diet, but I'm doing it anyways because it's good for me. But I hate it. It's not
Because
gonna
then
work.
what happens? There's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time
before
till you
you go
break, till you
crazy.
break, and then you go crazy, and
Right.
it happens. Even the
Right.
most disciplined competitors break and go the other direction.
Which is the perfect segue into what I wanted to leave you guys with today, which is I want to go over some macro tracking tips and hacks.
Go for it.
So first and foremost, the number one thing that should be your focus if you do nothing else is upping your protein. I know I'll have a lot of women listeners, and most women do not get in enough protein.
Not
They just
even
don't.
close.
They get probably half of what they need. So a good rule of thumb right off the bat is think about what your goal weight would be and eat a gram of protein per pound of your goal weight. Just do that, at least.
To start.
Because that's going to give you significantly more protein. It's going to keep you satisfied, and you will, without even trying, consume less calories just by significantly bumping up your protein, because it's very satisfying when you have high protein. But in terms of macro tracking, I recommend the Nutrition IX app. I love it. It's free. The barcode scanner is a lifesaver. Use that barcode scanner whenever possible. I've noticed that I would say 90% of the things I scan are there.
Yeah, I use it.
And all you have to do then is just adjust the serving size to match what you're eating and log it in. It's so easy and it's kind of fun.
It is.
I like here. It's like a little kid playing store.
Because then you to me, it's like, how much money do I got left in the bank?
Right.
The bank is food. How much food I got left in the bank to eat.
Yeah.
It's nice.
The other thing is, so once you download the Nutrition IX app, take the time to add in your foods that you eat a lot, that you eat, that you enjoy frequently, maybe that they're not scannable. Add them as a custom food in there so that you could quickly put them into your log if you eat them frequently. Okay, take some time ahead of time. It's going to make your life so much easier. The next tip is start your day with high protein.
Always. That's what I do.
A lot of protein.
Every day.
Like 40 to 50 grams of protein. And yes, supplement. It doesn't have to be chicken or eggs. It can also be like a whole food plus a supplemental protein, like a protein powder and protein bar.
That's what I did.
Combine it and then make it a lot.
Yes.
Didn't you have a super high protein breakfast now?
Yeah, I had I'll name my breakfast. Oatmeal, protein oatmeal, which because of you, I forgot to add protein. Already cuts, so it's Kodiak is the brand. That comes with 10 grams for half a cup. And you told me half a scoop.
Are you okay?
Add half a scoop of protein powder to add extra protein. So I did that. And then 4 jumbo eggs and then a shake. 100 grams of protein in my breakfast.
Dude, that's crazy.
100 grams because you told me to add to the oatmeal.
Protein, when it starts to get cool, I love to have oatmeal, but I always will have protein with my oatmeal. And One Up Nutrition has the best protein powders, you guys. I'm not even kidding. They're my favorite. And they have a new one that's launching on Friday. It's called Sunday Ice Cream Cone. It has bits and pieces of chocolate chips and waffle cone in it. And he added that to his oatmeal, and it's so good.
Game changer. Try
so
it.
Good.
Hey, order that, you guys, and cook your oatmeal first is the trick. So cook it first. Once it's cooked, then you add your protein powder, and then mix it in. Just mix it in, and it blends right in. Game changer.
Yes, so high protein. There's actually many studies that support that when you start your day with high protein, you consume less calories that day, or it's easier for you to stay within your calorie deficit because that protein early on just keeps you so satisfied. And it's actually a really good thing to do on a day. Say that you're going to have an indulgent meal or a cheat meal. So say Saturdays, we're going to have a cheat dinner. Have a really high protein first meal of the day, and it'll control your impulses for that meal so that you don't go overboard.
Yes, you're right.
It's very, very important.
You see why I do my big ass breakfast now?
Right.
I always do heavy protein in the morning. First meal of the day.
Breakfast and lunch are meals that are easier to control. They're usually within someone's control. They're usually solo meals, right? You're eating in the morning before work and you're eating lunch at work. You're not having to incorporate your family or whatever. So if you get a lot of your protein needs out of the way within your first 2 meals, it gives you more flexibility for that dinner time meal.
Yeah.
So you can basically, if most of your protein is out of the way, all you have to do is, okay, how many calories left do I have? And then you can eat whatever your family is eating. You just have to adjust your portion size.
That is true.
Because everyone always says that to me. But what about my family? How am I supposed to feed my family and stay?
There you go. There's the
weight?
roadblock. Here's the answer.
You can absolutely do it. It's no problem.
Yes.
Eat whatever your family eats.
Yes.
You don't have to eat something different.
No.
Eat what they eat. Just be strategic earlier in the day. Give yourself more freedom at night. Also, if you satisfy your protein requirement by dinner and you have calories left, guess what that means? You can have anything you want with those calories. A treat, popcorn, ice cream, whatever you want.
Yes.
Most days I'm able to have like a mini It's It ice cream or a bowl of popcorn. Some days, if maybe I had something that skewed my protein to calorie ratio, I'm like, shoot, I got to have the protein bar or the yogurt or something like that because I still have protein. So it all just depends. But these tips really do make it.
You know what I want to say, though? I got to say something that I didn't dawn on. Our style of coaching, the Escobar style of macros. I love what you said. This is our style. There's different ways you could play with macros. Everybody has their way. Some coaches are super rigid by the book. Mm-hmm. We're more loose because it's all about balance. That's what works. Balance. I've been able to eat nachos, pasta, spaghetti, burritos, quesadillas. You name it, done it. I'm living proof. Our style of macros works because it's balanced. I don't feel deprived. Even on cheat day, I'm like, shit, I feel deprived. I have to go eat donuts and pizza to fulfill my... No, I don't feel that way.
I mean, you honestly sometimes get to like the cheat day or the higher calorie day and you still just want to eat the same meals, just a little bit bump up the volume of them.
Yeah.
Because it's just a higher volume day, but you still I'm still craving my Mediterranean wrap or whatever, Yeah. Because I truly love what I eat. It just makes it so much different. So the other thing in terms of your app, if you're setting up like Nutrition IX, save 3 to 4 breakfasts that you love. Like create them in the app, save them. Because listen, how much variety do you really need? Okay. Save 3 to 4 things like, this breakfast, then you have a sweet breakfast, have a savory breakfast, have an oatmeal breakfast, have a, just take the time, save them so that when you have them, it's just like plop it right into your tracker. Super easy because it's already created. It's already all scanned in and created and saved in your app. Do the same thing for lunches. Save 3 to 4 of your, favorite lunches and just rotate on those for a while. And then when you get tired, try to, add in some more. But if you have them already in there, it's going to make it so much easier to track, and then you're going to actually track.
Yeah, exactly. You won't miss because, there's times where, oh, shit, I forgot. What did I eat again? You have to go back and rethink and re-put it in your app.
And then you'll forget after you already thought, okay, cool, I hit all my macros.
You're
and
missing
you're like,
things.
Oh, my God, I forgot that I had XYZ.
Oh, I forgot I had servings of coffee creamer. Oh, I had a sugar-free syrup. Those count. They're not free calories. I keep telling people liquid calories count. Sorry. We don't make the rules. We're just here to tell you.
The other thing that makes life easy when you're tracking macros is buildable meals, not recipes. So what I mean by that is
buildable meals.
Make 2 proteins at the beginning of the week.
Yes.
Make, just today, this week's going to be tilapia and chicken or whatever. Yep. But you can do so many different things. You can have fish tacos one day. You can have, a chicken quesadilla one day, or you can have chicken and rice another day. You can make so many different things with those proteins, and you think of buildable meals. So when you're tracking, it's like, okay, I'm going to pull in 4 ounces of chicken. I'm going to pull in rice. I'm going to pull in guacamole. I'm going to pull in sour cream because I had a chicken and rice bowl. It's just like, not like casseroles and recipes. You know what I mean? Lasagnas and things that are harder to track.
Yeah. Don't make it hard on yourselves. Make it simplify.
So that's buildable meals.
I follow yearly. That's what I do. Without even telling me, I just cook my carne asada. I just bought 3 pounds last night. I'm going to whip that up. I get my chicken. I have it already. Today I might feel like some tacos.
Right.
Tomorrow I might feel like a burrito homemade. And people are like, a burrito? You can eat that and lose weight? Yes, I can.
So that's highly what I recommend, especially if you're someone that needs a lot of variety. I used to be someone that would eat exactly the same thing every day all the time, but I've noticed that I've kind of liked a little bit of variety lately. So that does help. So think about that. And think about when you're building your meals, a protein, a carb, and a fat, and then greens for volume. If you like vegetables, that's even better, because any meal that you make, add lots of greens, and it's going to make it feel like a huge meal. It's going to keep you very full. Broccoli or Brussels sprouts, asparagus, spinach, kale.
The kale you use.
A lot of times I'll just saute. I'll do a quick saute of crushed garlic and kale and add that to anything. Suddenly it feels like it's a freaking humongous meal.
That's smart. Like say you don't have many calories left, but you need to do protein. You could do all like pure chicken.
Yeah, and a ton of
sauteed
garlic kale, and it feels like a huge meal.
That's smooth.
Yeah, so that's another tip. Just make sure you have your proteins ready to go. Think about like what your carbs are, your rice, pasta, potatoes.
Simple.
And just kind of put different meals together, and you can do so many different things with those meals. Now the tip that's my favorite tip, and write this one down. This is like gold. I know it sounds simple, but people just don't think of it. Those perfect days that you log, that you loved everything you ate, put it in your notepad, the date of that day. Like, I loved today. This was so delicious food, and it perfectly hit my macros. I loved it. Put in the date. And so the next time you're feeling like eating all those exact things again, just go to that date in your log and just eat all those exact things again. You don't have to relog it. Just follow it like a checklist.
That's smart. That's smooth.
So just note the date and maybe like write out what it was, and like keep a note of like your favorite dates. Like, oh, I loved this day of eating. It had a Ninja Creamy in it. It had my falafel salad. I had a whatever my favorite things are, a mini pizza. It worked out so perfectly. My macros were perfect, and I loved everything I ate. Now I'm going to write the date of this. And so the next time that I want to eat it, I just navigate to that date in my log and eat it.
Voila.
And you don't have to retrack. You don't have to recalculate. You just simply make those same meals, and now you've got another perfectly tracked day, and it's a day that you loved, and it just made everything really simple.
Just like that.
That's one of my favorite tips.
That's a good tip. I like that. The other day I should do what you did. I hit my perfect macros, like 2,400 on the button.
Yeah, so then you just kind of go back to it and be like, you know what? I don't want to think too much today.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go back to my log, and I'm just going to eat all of this again.
Yeah, because sometimes you're right. You get brain fog of what you want to eat. Just like you get workout fog, like, oh, what am I going to do today in the gym?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't think of something.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart.
So anyways, guys, that is it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because
hit that button.
We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. We're so close.
Let's go. Come on, you guys.
So excited about that. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and we will see you on the next one.